Hey everyone, so in this video, we're going to go over some workflow ideas for project teams. We've sort of touched on this before. And yeah, one of the first things we're going to go over in this video is a semester-long workflow board. In this case, we have a list for each of the months in the semester, in the fall semester, in addition to a complete board over here on the right. You can add, a task, some ongoing task that you want to have done by the end of October, and you can do the same thing for each of these months. And ideally, you want all these cards to be brought over to the complete list by the end of the semester. This is one example of how you can address like your ongoing tasks in the project team or your subgroup rather, and you can open your card, edit it, assign like members or some sort of label or checklist, etc. And yeah, that's one idea. The next is a week-long board. So here we have a board that's a week-long set of lists, each of the business days of the week, in addition to a complete list, a template list, and a backburner list. First off, the backburner list is sort of just like if you're going through the week and there's a task that's not exactly important, you can just drag it into backburner, and once it's done by the end of the week, and put in the complete list over here, then all is good and dandy. The other two things that we have here, for example, this is just an example for like if you're in some sort of software development project team, we can sort of, so example, if you want to edit the code review task that we have over here, we can do something like turn it into a checklist if this involves multiple steps. So I click checklist, and we have say make sure code compiles and make sure it fulfills test cases. So we can, have this little progress bar showing our progress, and if we completed the items, and yeah. So one of the things we can do from here is make a template out of this card. Say we want to have this like done for, more than one day of the week, and we already have our template list for organizational purposes in this board, and we can drag it over there, drop it off, and then if we edit it, again, we can adjust things like members and labels. Same thing for the other normal tasks that we have here. We can create a card from this template, and we can call it code review and place it in Monday, for example, if we want to do that. And it will do exactly that. If we go back to Monday, boom, there it is. There's our checklist in the list Monday. So that is one way to sort of manage tasks that might be repetitive throughout the week, that might contain multiple steps. And Trello is really flexible with trying to get like all of these features independent of one another, so you can use these in many different ways. You can even copy this over to another day. Let's say we'll copy it into our Wednesday list because we also want to have code review on Wednesday. We can create the card, and say if we check off this one part, if we go to our list in Wednesday, we'll see that there is still no progress whatsoever. So it doesn't check off in Wednesday. It's not entangled like that. So that's really handy to have for these repetitive tasks. Our final workflow idea is sort of for like a product development sort of situation. In this board, we have like three lists: the needed changes, in progress, and complete list. Say you have some sort of product that you're developing in your project team, and you need some change like fix cantilever. Say this is some component of the machine that you're building. You can have that put into the needed changes section, and oops, I clicked on it. And then you can drag it over to in progress when it is in progress, and drag it over to complete. Of course, the goal of all these boards is to have all these tasks or cards put into the complete list. And yeah, those are sort of some of my workflow ideas for your project team. I hope this was helpful, and thank you.